Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Christian Drinking Show. I'll be your host tonight and guide. My name is Yankee Prepper. Our guest beer tonight is a winter white ale. It's made by Bell's in Comstock, Michigan. I have found any beer made by Bell's in Comstock, Michigan is a good beer, but this one is highly appropriate tonight since we just got our first snow in. It's a Belgian-inspired winter wheat ale. I like to serve it up with a little lemon. That's very good. All right, so pull up a seat, grab your drink, and we'll have a little talk. All right, here we go. Hope everyone's doing all right out there. Tonight, I'm going to talk about why YouTube is such a crap hole. But I'm going to paint with a broad brush here. I think I got something to say about this because I've been on here a while, man, and I've seen some pretty goofy, crappy stuff on here, and I've got a pretty good grip on it. I think most of you are going to get this. Most of you probably already know this, but even based on some of the comments I got in my last video, some people don't understand this. YouTube, one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, it is a crap hole and always has been a tough place to really share with other people that are like-minded, is because the audience is mostly children. That's what drives YouTube. Children. Millions of them. In fact, it's so blatant, and I mean, this upcoming generation, I'm not even going to get into that. They're so crappy, it's unbelievable. But YouTube even tries to hide the fact of how many kids are on here because they want, they don't want their advertisers to think it's just a bunch of kids. But that's what drives YouTube. Always has been. You've got a very self-absorbed, the millennials in general are very self-absorbed, and they just want to spew everything out there and get attention all the time, all on themselves. In fact, they're all talking, nobody's listening. But YouTube tries to hide it, even the fact that, kids are obviously coming on and getting on their parents' computers, so, they're trying to hide that demographic in there of just how many kids are on YouTube all the time. I can even tell by the time. And when I get like a crappy kid comment, some stupid kid comes on, leaves something on, like it, you can tell it's probably time for him to go to bed. It's like 10, 11 o'clock, and he's just perusing the internet on YouTube, comes onto a channel like mine where he has nothing in common with and can't understand anything that I'm doing, or he's watched so many doomsday prepper movies that, he has no idea what reality is anymore and leaves a stupid comment. I guarantee you, when I get a comment like that, I can go to the channel, and 9 times out of 10, they've got video games up on it. They're doing some kind of World of Warcraft or whatever, some kind of stupid game, and that is one of the main drivers of male YouTube users. It's like in almost 90% it's game driven. It's video game driven. Women, or females, I should say, little girls that are on YouTube, which makes up most of the women audience, they're looking at makeup. That's like 87% or something like that. I don't know what it is. So it's just a lot of kids, and even that demographic is hidden in there, like I said, because they're on their parents' computers. Okay? That's a huge problem. Because in reality, you're just sitting there, basically trying to talk in the middle of a bunch of kids shouting. That's how hard it is to actually meet other people of like-mindedness on YouTube. That's why it's so hard. It's so hard to even maintain a channel like this. The most fun I had with this channel, guys, is when I was small. Man, now it's like I might as well be shouting into a football stadium. 60,000 people could possibly be in this room at one time. It's nuts. It just, I come down in the morning with my coffee. I'll sit at my desk to kind of get my day started, and you got to get some stupid comment or something that's been asked, from a 13-year-old. It's nuts. All right, it just wears you down. You want anything? I'm in the real world. I'm not coming in contact with anybody like that, and I'm not trying to. Okay. Number 2, the reason why YouTube is such a crap hole is because there is a massive amount of welfare recipients on YouTube living their life out here. I mean, and these people are isolated. They feel abused. They've never had anybody talk to them in their life or pay attention to them, and they, they're already in a bad place in their life. All right, they're not even able to survive when times are good, and you've just got a ton of welfare people bitching on here. Okay, a ton, and in the real world, okay, I wouldn't run into any of these people. I have nothing in common with them. It's not like, I've never asked anybody to sub to my channel, but they're going to come anyway. Some of them just come just so they can ride the coattails of my channel. I mean, some people put Yankee Prepper in the titles of their videos in an effort to attack me just to get views. Because to them, if they get an extra $100 in the next 4 or 5 months from views, that's huge. That's a huge tip for them, That means a lot, especially when you're getting a welfare check. Now, if you're on public assistance and you're handicapped and you're not able-bodied, hey, I get that. Now, if you're on public assistance because you have stuffed your face so full of donuts and crap that you have become so obese that you cannot even fit in the normal clothes anymore and you're huffing and puffing going from the living room to the kitchen, then I really don't have any mercy on you. All right, I think you're a parasite, and you shouldn't be on my channel. All right, I have a lot of problems with that. In general, prepping, you can't even be a prepper if you're on welfare. I don't know if you understand the oxymoron there. All right, you can't survive without a check from the government every week because you can't work. All right, or you've eaten yourself into a situation where you can't work. Listen, if you've been injured, I get that. If you're handicapped, some people, they don't even get to come into this world without something wrong with them, where they have to struggle. I get that. But in this country, people are just eating themselves into handicaps. I'm sorry. I don't feel sorry for that. I mean, I'm just disgusted by that, actually. And we don't have a lot in common. But, man, they sure line up here to get onto my channel. That's a huge problem. I think it's a huge problem, more so in the prepping community. I mean, some of the crap that I'm seeing is unbelievable. Let's go shopping at the dollar store and we'll be ready for the end of the world. I mean, I'm telling you, YouTube is just shit. Anyway, I could go on about that one, man. Anyway, third big reason why YouTube is such a crap hole, especially prepping. Okay. This one's a little complicated, but I want you to listen to me. The reason why, I'm going to start out with the reason why I've been able to stay on here for so long. See, I'm self-employed, and I own businesses that I'm not relying on an online resume. Like, I had an internet presence before YouTube even came on. I had websites to my businesses, but my reputation, my online reputation, which is what every professional job is tied to now. I don't know if you know this is part of the cage that's encircling around you, but like sites like LinkedIn and there's other professional sites, they really heavily rely on an online resume. In fact, some jobs you can't even apply unless you have an online presence. And I'm even talking like your future employer might check up on Facebook. They'll definitely do a search for you. See, I'm not afraid of that. If I would have been afraid of that, I guarantee you, if my livelihood would have been linked to an online presence, I would have been gone a long time ago. All right, because you don't want to have to be explaining to a future employer, if you're a professional, why some 400-pound welfare recipient in hillbilly heaven is bitching about you on the internet, making up video, like a grown man making videos crying because he's been blocked or you said something that he didn't like. This is why most people don't comment and don't have a presence. Most normal people, okay? People that are way smarter than me, or at least like-minded to me, that's why they're not coming on here, guys. Okay, if you don't get that, you're missing a lot. You don't understand where social media is going. There are people that could not say, and they may feel the same way I feel, but they could not say the same things that I say online without risk of being injured in their employment, possibly even fired. And that's where all this is going. Like, I can come on here and say, you know what? I do not agree with same-sex marriage. I do not agree with same-sex marriage. I think it's an abomination. They're trying to normalize insanity. I could say all these kinds of things. Now we've got, how many genders do we have now? There's only 2 genders, okay? There's male and there's female. Your chromosomes will tell you what your gender is. See, I can say that, and I won't lose my job because I work for myself. I've always worked for myself. But there are people that are like-minded to me that could never say that. Man, they might work at Wells Fargo. They might work at even Google. And man, if they were caught online saying anything like that, they would lose their jobs. They would lose their livelihood. They can't do it. That's why a lot of normal people, or I keep saying normal. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'm normal. Okay, I'm just saying most people, they're conservative Christians especially, they have to hide this. I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. I don't know how they go in a job every day and smile and just pretend like they're someone they're not. That's a whole other subject that I actually think it's a problem. It's where Christians have really pussied out. And that's why all this crap is rising so rapidly, because men are not standing up and saying what they should be saying. But I'm not going to get into that. I do understand it, that you don't want to put this stuff out here. And that's why YouTube has so few people like me. I'm not saying I'm super special. I'm just saying I'm on here. I'm not on here to get subs. I don't really care if you listen to my videos. I was trying to show you some cool stuff that works, trying to, spread some truth to you. But guys like me they're not gonna be on YouTube because it could be really detrimental to their income. They've got to kind of hide. And so all the good guys, I think, are the guys that we really want to hear from, or the guys that I'm searching for, the like-minded ones. Man, they're not out here. They're not on YouTube anymore. So you got the kids, and you got the welfare idiots that, before YouTube, they used to write on the inside of bathroom stalls at truck stops. Well, now they're on YouTube. That's who's the majority on YouTube. And the last group that has survived are the ones that are making money off YouTube. Okay, these are like the list is so long, but I look at almost all the gun channels. I mean, the only gun channel that I watch is Hickok, and that's if I want to know about a gun. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not a good guy to ask anyway because I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I think it's crap. But if I want to know about a pistol that I'm looking at or some kind of firearm or gun, I'll go to Hickok and see if he's tested it just to see what he thinks. But I don't watch his channel. I don't even sub to it because why would I watch a guy just shoot all the time? I mean, I just don't do it. Nothing against him. I think he's got a lot of kids and a lot of probably firearm enthusiasts in his audience. He's different channel than I am. But he is the only guy that I go to actually watch if I want to see something. Gun Blast, I think, is another one. I like him too, but I'm probably showing how long I've been on here. But a lot of these tactical channels are just complete crap. I mean, over and over again. And really, their audience are the people that drive me nuts too. Their audiences aren't just all kids. It's like guys going through midlife crisis or something. Like their lives have become so mundane and so boring. They've lost. They want to go into a fantasy land and watch gun channels and Doomsday Prepper. I mean, these are grown men that want to live these fantasies out. You've got a few of the guys in there that can't wait for the end of the world too. Like they think it's going to be so cool. I mean, like I said, I'm kind of painting with a broad brush here, but you've got a lot of crazy people. You realize that, right? Living in the United States. I mean, they say 1 out of 4 are on prescription drugs. I think it's 2 out of 4, and there's evidence to point to that. Half the people that you're encountering every day just in the normal world are on some kind of prescription drug, some kind of mood-altering drug because they can't handle the real world. How many more do you think are on YouTube trying to live out some ridiculous fantasy? Some people think God's talking to them on here, man. I mean, there's people giving advice about children that don't have children. There's people that are piss poor that are giving financial advice I mean, if you pimp your wife out on one of these gun channels or prepper channels, the frickin' views go through the roof. Have you seen this? Yeah, my 50-year-old farm girl, you know, and there's a billion views on there. You know why? Because there's a bunch of lonely, isolated, fat guys out there living fantasies out. I mean, how sick do you have to get? It's pathetic. And I'm sorry if you're one of these people. Man, I'm trying to get away from this. This world seems insane to me. I'm just trying to find the few guys out there that are like-minded to me. I don't understand. I've always been like this. I've always made videos about this. In fact, I'm probably just repeating stuff that I've already put up. But yet people still come and sub to my channel. I should say, I'm not complaining about people that are like-minded to me. Like in the real world, that's how it works, right? You meet people that you like, and you like them because they're like-minded. For the most part. You may have some things you disagree on, but for the most part. And that's why you hang around them. Not on the online world. It's like a hive mentality. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, if you read the lines, read the scripture in Sodom and Gomorrah, all the men of the city came to Lot's door. Like they're like a mob. That's what it's like. It's that same spirit. It's like an anthill, man. They're going to come after you. It's not enough for them not to sub and not to listen to you. They're just going to keep coming all the time. Like your very breath pisses them off into a rage, a demonic rage. Anyway, that's in a nutshell. I'm sure I forgot something, but that's your nutshell. You got a lot of kids. You got especially in prepping, you have an overwhelming amount of like welfare. You know, you got a lot of lonely guys out there living fantasies out. You know, they're hiding from their wife downstairs on doomsday prepper shows. You know, geez, I wish I could get another gun, but I'd have to ask permission first, and I don't know if I could pull that off. And I mean, it's just nuts. It's like a crazy world. And social media in general, like I said, it's really turned into a culture engineering tool. It's really crazy. I mean, this world's really going nuts. So this is a new venue for me. I'm going to call this, I'm going to do a new talk show called the Drinking Christian Show. And I'm going to be your host on that. And I'm just going to talk like this. And I'm hoping that what I do and what I say drives off people that I don't have anything in common with. And I hope it attracts the few that are out there. Because I'm telling you, times are coming that we're going to have to get together, guys. We're going to have to find each other. Anyway, I'm going to cut it off there. I've been on here for too long. It's been like 17 minutes, man. I got to go. Anyway, take it easy. I'll talk to you later.